I wish school started at 11 o'clock in the morning and not at 8:45. Oh, which is far too early for me. I'm rubbish at getting up on time. It takes me ages to get my brain working and even longer for my eyes to open. Mr. Fullerman, my teacher, is always wide awake. Right now, he's at the front of the class being all busy and lively while writing random words on the board that don't make any sense at all. He says, "You're probably wondering why I'm writing all these words down." Slightly. Does anyone want to add their own interesting word to this list? I keep quiet. Then someone at the back of the classroom says, "Cake, sir!" Which is a good choice. Everyone likes cake, don't they? Mr. Fullerman writes cake on the board. Then Mark Clump suggests bug. And Julia Morton wants pencil, which is not that interesting, but Mr. Fullerman writes it down anyway. All the time I'm thinking to myself, I wonder why Mr. Fullerman never seems to look tired. Maybe it's because his eyes are so massive and wide and starey.
Mommy.
Mr. Fullerman really does have the most enormous big beady eyes. That's what I'm thinking. Only I'm not thinking it. I'm actually saying it out loud. Big beady eyes. I'm sorry, Tom, did you say something? Mr. Fullerman is staring right at me. No, sir. It sounded like you said big beady eyes, Tom. No, sir. What was it you said then? I said big meaty pies, sir, which makes everyone in the class laugh, ha ha ha, apart from me. Mr. Fullerman gives me another look and says, "That's 3 words, Tom. Choose one." I panic and say, "Pies," which he writes down on the board. Mr. Fullerman explains what he wants us to do next. I'd like you all to write a short story that includes as many of these words on the board as you can. Your story can be about anything you want, so get creative. Great. If I'd known that, I would have picked a slightly more useful word to use in a story like it or and. Definitely not pies. Once upon a pie? Nah. There was a big pie. So here's the list of words: stormy, gigantic, running, surprised, cake, nice, small, pug, pencil, fridge, pies. Mr. Fullerman didn't say the story had to make any sense, which is just as well, really. Here goes. English, my short story, by Tom Gates. It was a stormy night when I surprised my grumpy sister Delia by running her a gigantic bath. She was very happy until I pointed out there was a bug sitting on her head. I suggested she could wash it off in the bath, but Delia got cross and tried to flick it away with a pencil instead. Eventually, when she went off to have her bath, I helped myself to the delicious pies that were in the fridge. There was cake too. I ate most of it, but because I'm a nice brother, I left Delia a really small piece. Here it is, the end. There, all done.